at the small forward position.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey is able to play either guard spot. He says it's just basketball IQ and feel of the game. I pride myself on being a basketball player and being able to do both. I know when James is not in the game, I'll have the ball in my hands and have to create for myself and for others. Kevin?
Nice to have that versatility, isn't it, David? Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton is out there with Buddy Hield. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Smith. And it's Duarte in at the small forward. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid are manning the post positions. Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Thibault in at the 3.
And the Pacers finished 25-57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. For 3, Smith. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And last season, a tough one, Indiana, with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I loved how they approached the end of the season. Bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future.
Now, here's Maxey. In the corner, it's Harris. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Duarte, guarded by Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
You know, most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path starting his collegiate career in junior college.
And, Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
How about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
Now, here's Maxey. A nice shot by Harris.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Pacers ball.
And stolen by Thibault. For Philadelphia, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Harris. To the paint. And the dunk by Embiid.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. 4-point game. Here's Turner, and the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Kept alive. Here's Harden. The layup off target. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Duarte. It's good from inside. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
Buries it down low. Duarte's got 6 points.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
The 10-footer. Harden, no good. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Hield the pass to Turner. Shot from the wing, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Man, I love watching Turner pull up for the jumper. Always helps to have a bigger guy who can shoot the ball.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Harden the pass to Maxey. The 76ers again can't hit it.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The shot no good by Duarte. In the corner, it's Harris. To halt the run. Here's Embiid, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Duarte. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Indiana out in front, up by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
And have a big round of applause for your Sixers youth.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Nesmith is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Milton. The pass to Niang. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
Man, it's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Here's Melton, following the score by Indiana. Milton, oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. They get it back from outside the arc. The 76ers again can't hit it. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. Hilton the pass to Tucker. 76ers moving the ball around. It's tipped.
And blocks really wasn't a stat that jumped out for Mathurin in college, but boy, he has great timing.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding. But there's clearly a youth movement in Indy. And with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Jackson comes in for Daniel Tice. Fields checked in for Nesmith. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
And again, it's Indiana.
Good decision making that time by Halliburton. Really smart. The moment he saw the space open up, he pulled up.
To the middle, here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And it's Halliburton missing. The 76ers trail by 4. Harden outside. Here's Harris. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. That 3 off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Embiid from the arc. Here's Harris. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Outstanding work by Harris. to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
Count the basket.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Maxey with the screen on Halliburton. Embiid is at the elbow with 1 on the clock, and that one released in time, but no good.
Well, you look at Turner's body. He's got a wily, muscular frame that he makes good use of. I mean, his defense and the way he contests shots is remarkable.
Thanks, Kevin. Doc, does it look like you guys are getting the looks you want offensively?
I don't mind the shots. They're good shots for the most part. I would like extra passes every once in a while, but overall, our shots have been not bad. We got to get stops.
Okay, we'll see if the ball moves or sticks in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle.
Man, this is just beautiful basketball, poetry in motion. I mean, I think if they stay efficient, Ernie, in the second half, they'll pull away.
And now you have me wondering about poetry. Do you think Walt Whitman had a jump shot?
Maya Angelou did.
And moving on to some awards, these are the 2 players of the week in their respective conferences. Looking at the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the Greek Freak, always a great pick for this award because he's so consistent. Gives the team an anchor on both ends. He's always getting better, and his teammates love playing with him. Such a great guy.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The 76ers trail by 4. Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers, the past few seasons, have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
Front court is Thibault and Harris. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden, and it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Passes to Harden. Out to the wing. Maxey with it. Out guarded by Hield. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Harden throwing it down right in their faces. Don't be so mean, James.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. George Niang comes in for Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. The Pacers also changing it up. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Miles Turner. Daniel Tice comes in for Smith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And Philadelphia has possession. The Pacers making the shot. Nobody near Melton. From outside, off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And Tice gets it to go.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Melton against McConnell. Maxey passes to Niang. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Here's Bitadze, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bitadze's got 6. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Melton feeling it out a bit for the 3. They get it again. Tucker. It's good. Tucker's got his first points of the night.
You know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
The 10-footer. A shot by McConnell, no good.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
Melton's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from him.
And while he moved there by Hield, with that pull-up, Jay, keeping himself one step ahead of the defense.
Here's Niang. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action in just a minute.
And your Sixers youth.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
That's right, fans.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Indiana leading by 6. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Jackson and Turner man the post position. The guard pair, Halliburton and Mathurin. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 slot. Here's Harden. Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Down low, here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title.
Here's Halliburton. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
At 7 feet tall and almost a 7 of a ton. That's a lot of force coming down on the 10 with Embiid. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Looking it over. Pass to Korkmaz. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Joel Embiid.
Embiid right there to get the rebound and put it right back up. Excellent anticipation.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Korkmaz. Then for the Pacers, Smith comes in for Jackson. And Chris Duarte subbed in for Nesmith. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if we can get it done.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing the big possession and commanding the ball.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're ahead by 4. 1:15 left in the 4th quarter of this one. 1:15 left in the 4th quarter. The 76ers trail by 4. Harris dishes to Hart. There's the pass to Embiid. Over Smith. Again, Embiid missing. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. From 8, that one falls.
Chris Duarte.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. To the inside, Embiid. Yes!
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
And he commits the intentional foul. And Philadelphia making a change here. Tucker's checked in. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. For 3, Smith. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And the Pacers call time here. They're up by 2. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
I like seeing Halliburton step to the line in these situations. I mean, I think it's part of his growth and development as a player, and it's going to really help him in the long run. 2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Timeout call, the 76ers. They trail by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .23 seconds left in the fourth. Harden's shot is off. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Miles Turner.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
The deep 3 from Harden. And the 76ers get it back. Thibault for 3. And Tucker kicks to Thibault. A 3-pointer off the mark. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our New Balance Player of the Game, Tyrese Halliburton.